Yesterday at around 2 o'clock Eastern, we sold so many cards on TCGplayer that one of our web servers may or may not have burst into flames. So, what happened at 2 o'clock yesterday? Well, Urza Lord High Artificer was officially revealed. I'm gonna go ahead and guess that this is Brothers War Urza since he's not a Planeswalker, but I'm not the lore guy, that's Ryan. Urza has 3 different abilities tacked on. He's got Karn Scion of Urza's -2, he's got Temporal Aperture, and if you squint hard enough, that middle ability is totally Tolarian Academy. I mean, they're both all your artifacts make a blue mana, so yeah, I'm totally right there. Urza is a pretty cool card, but it didn't feel like break the internet good. So this morning when I got into the office, I dug through yesterday's sales to see what people bought that made things go haywire. And it turns out the culprit was 2 cards, Thopter Foundry, Sword of the Meek. These 2 cards are a combo in and of themselves that already existed. You sacrifice Sword of the Meek to Thopter Foundry, you make a 1/1, Sword of the Meek comes back attached to the 1/1, and that's the loop. The restriction there is mana, right? It costs a mana to complete the loop, so it's not the most degenerate combo in the world, not by a long shot, but it could slot easily into other combo decks, giving formerly one-dimensional decks an alternate angle to attack opponents from. Turns out Urza makes this 2-card combo completely busted. Alright, so you have Urza, Thopter Foundry, and Sword of the Meek in play. You don't even need lands anymore because all your artifacts tap for a blue mana thanks to Urza. Tap Sword of the Meek for mana and use it to activate Thopter Foundry, sacrificing Sword of the Meek. You get a 1/1, and Sword of the Meek comes back from the graveyard equipped to that 1/1. Now, you can tap the sword and the 1/1 for mana. Sacrifice the sword to the Thopter Foundry again, you get another 1/1, and the sword comes back again. Basically, the loop is now free with Urza in play, and every time you do it, you net 1 mana, 1 tapped Thopter token, and 1 life. So, go ahead and do that a bunch of times. Okay, so now you have a bunch of tapped 1/1s and a billion mana. Where can we put that mana? How about into Urza's Temporal Aperture ability? That sounds pretty good to me, right? So now, you're just casting your entire deck, but you don't even need to do that. All you need to do is exile all the cards in your deck, cast Jace, Wielder of Mysteries, activate its +1 ability, milling whoever you want, and win. Of course, that's just one way you can win once you cast every card in your deck for free, but yeah, it seems pretty sweet. How are you planning on breaking Urza Lord High Artificer? Let us know in the comments, and then when you're done doing that, please like and subscribe, because my life is a desperate, angry void that I must satisfy with external validation at all times. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you next time.